coughing. What's the deal? What's the cause? What's going on, Secoya Nation? Dr. Sheldon bringing you today's wellness wisdom. So we're talking about coughing. And if you had one before, which most every human being's had one at some point, it's annoying. And nobody really knows what it's caused by. So I figured I'd give you a little background information as to why it happens. Some people blame it on postnasal drip, garbage dripping down. Some people, in my world, I think about your lymphatic drainage and things not draining out. You're typically going through some type of healing crisis, healing process, if you will. Oftentimes with a cough, it's some type of, think of it as a territorial conflict. Like your space is being invaded, or you're someone's trying to take over your space and they're imposing themselves on you, whether it be physically or emotionally, or a supervisor who their will is overtaking yours. So that can feel like your territory is being overtaken. Now, to that end, if you think about the old dog who can't bark or doesn't bark, just feels so weak to defend, too weak to defend itself. So it's like, it's this internal anger, this barking anger is another way to look at it. It's your body wants to externalize something. I think of it as, your body wants to say something, externalize something, but your mind is not allowing you to. That's one of the triggers, and so that's common. Sometimes there can be related to either wanting to have contact with someone or wanting to not have contact with someone. Again, if someone's invading your territory, then that can be where you want to separate from them, and or if you're missing someone, you want to say something to them, but you feel like you don't have a say, you don't have the power to change it. That can turn into that old dog who is too weak to defend itself, and that barking frustration, if you will. So sometimes when things bother you, you can't put your finger on it, and you want to say something about it, but your body doesn't know how to tell you what it wants to say. So if you have a cough, you can think back to some of these threads and think about how it affects you, and is there something, is there some type of force that's an enemy, not literally like fighting, I guess in this day and age we're talking about Israel and Hamas and all this, Israel and Palestine, I presume. I don't know. I live under a rock, so there's people that are enemies, and they have differences in opinion. So if you have someone that differs in opinion with you, and you don't know what to say, you don't know how to say it, you don't feel empowered to say it, that's when you start barking. That's your internal anger, and it comes out as a cough. So take these things into consideration. If you need help diagnosing yours, let us know. If you want help working through these things and creating a plan on how to actually implement these things in life, we just launched a new integrative coaching program with Coach Curtis. He's well-trained and well-versed in training people how to set the goals and then the steps, the action steps to get to those goals so that people transform their lives. He asked me to talk to you about it, and it's a great service. He's a guy we rely on with every one of our participants to work through stuff, to implement stuff, because I give them all the directions, but I don't have time to hold their hand. And we want to take people from base camp to the summit. So our job is to give them the tools all along the way. So if you're interested, let us know, and we'll be happy to provide that for you. Okay? Hope this helps. Share with a friend if you need to help them understand what their cough is from. Some people have this constant chronic cough. Other people, it just comes and goes. So empower yourself, and if you have someone you love, you want to share with, feel free, and they'll appreciate it. All right? You guys have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.